So I'm here at Molly Point. Look at this guy. This is part of Glen Canyon National Recreational Area. There is Monument Valley down there. And that was the Moki Dugway that you saw just now. I'm going to camp somewhere up here tonight. There's a couple other campers. It is a Sunday though. I came inland a little ways so I could let the cats out. I would never do that on the edge of a cliff. So in my last video at the end I said I have no idea where I'm going next. Tomorrow I'm going to make a couple of phone calls and that will determine where I go next. Because yesterday, Theodore expelled a collection of foreign parasites that resemble dried ramen noodles. Back in September, October, shortly after I got him, I paid a vet in Nebraska to deworm him because I discovered that back then, which, you know, was not surprising, being that he was a feral kitten when I got him. He's got worms. Also, it is now time to neuter him, so I am exactly like halfway between two pretty reputable vets that I've been researching. They have really good reviews. There's one in Flagstaff and one in Grand Junction, Colorado. So today is Sunday. I'm going to call them both in the morning and see if they can get me in this week and kind of get a feel for which one I actually want to go to. But I am leaning towards Flagstaff because I don't really want to go to Colorado. I'd rather be... I like where I am, actually. I don't even want to leave this area. But I have to take care of some business, so if I go to Flagstaff, that would be the better of the options as far as location. So there's plenty of places for me to stay for free around there. And then I could just get right back up to Utah. You know, I could go up to Page, go to Glen Canyon and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, and we'll see. I'm going to give those vets a call. It's like a 4-hour drive either direction for normal people. I'm slow. I would break it up over a couple days for sure. But if I do go to Flagstaff, then tomorrow morning after I figure that out for sure, I'm going to go descend the Moki Dugway, which I've done before in my Buick, and now I'll do it in my van. It's a 10% grade. It's like over 1,000 feet of basically cliff wall with sharp curves and narrow roadway. Not too big a deal. They say no RVs, buses, towing, or trucks over 10,000 pounds. Little dude's fine though. He's, you know, obviously has had them this whole time unknowingly. A little disappointed because when I did get him dewormed, they gave him a like topical one that they put on the back of his neck and told me that was the good stuff, much more powerful than the oral treatment. Well, it clearly did not work. Also, after doing my research, when I took him to the vet in Moab back in November, he was supposed to receive his FVRCP booster shot. That's not what they gave him, even though I clearly explained that's what I was there for and showed them the paperwork from the vet stating that he needed that booster shot in 4 weeks. They gave him the FEL5, which is something he needed, but it wasn't what he was supposed to receive at that time. So I'm basically 3 vets in on this little guy and haven't received any, I haven't made any progress. So I'm really hoping this one in Flagstaff is the way to go. It is the, voted best of Flagstaff vet. All the reviews are good. Same with the one in Grand Junction. Most vets have at least a handful of, horror stories. And it's a stressful thing, being on the road, trying to find good veterinary care for your kitties. So enough of that. It's just the business that I have to attend to, and that's going to basically dictate where I go for the next week or two. So just explaining that to you. I mean, this is real life. I am out here just exploring and living the dream, but there's still things you have to take care of. And I have 2 cats that I'm responsible for. So that's that's what I'm going to be doing. But I'm sure going to see a whole lot of cool stuff along the way and make a great video for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to check my oil. It's been a while. It's another thing I need to take care of. I'm due for my 3rd oil change since I've had this van, which I do myself, of course. And I'll probably do that somewhere around Flagstaff. Just got to get some oil and a filter from Wally World. And I am considering a transmission service. I might wait until I get back to Nebraska for a couple weeks, because it would be a lot more convenient to do it then and there on a flat driveway with a huge sheet of cardboard underneath to catch all the mess. But just little things. The van's doing amazing, especially considering all the shit I've put it through recently. How you doing, baby girl? I know you hate wearing your pink harness. You look good though. You look so stylish with your pink harness on. Brand new. Oh yeah. Transmission fluid's good too. It's not even burnt. I love this van. This thing is freaking solid, man. It's a good old Chevy. So if you have a DJI Mini 2 and it goes below 25% battery, it goes into like a return to home automatic mode. Today I learned that if you cancel that and then your drone is 400 feet up in the air and you don't have enough time to land it manually, it just kind of kamikazes itself. So I'm at this place called Goosenecks State Park. It's just the San Juan River carves a really windy, squiggly canyon. I paid the $5 day use fee, even though I probably could have got away without, but I did dump my trash, so that made it worth it, I guess. Yeah, look at these views. Pretty friggin' sweet. Drones aren't allowed here anyway, but I'm gonna try to pluck the glass off of the camera and keep using it. What a cool place. You can camp here too for $10, but there's no point. All you're paying for is a vault toilet. I'm just gonna boondock like outside of the state park, but figured I'd walk around and get some views of this cool place. This is pretty cool, pretty epic. There's Monument Valley in the distance. So I am going to Flagstaff. I have a vet appointment Thursday morning at 9 o'clock. It's Tuesday right now. Or no, it's Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. So that's, I have like 2 whole days to get to Flagstaff from here. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna camp right around here tonight, and then tomorrow I'll make the drive, at least most of the drive, to Flagstaff, which is significantly colder than where I am. I was checking the weather. It was like 22 there this morning, but that's okay. Maybe I'll use my wood stove again. Well, I drove down to the end. There's really not a lot here at all, but one last view, this time without the sun in the camera. And then I'll go find somewhere to spend the night. It's pretty early, it's like 11, but got nothing else going on today. Yeah, look at that. All of this carved by a river. Alright, today I'm going to eat this salad and these chicken breast tenderloins. I would just cook them in a pan, but I don't have any oil, so I gotta grill them. So I'm just camped below I was up there, now I'm down here. I'm gonna come up with probably less obvious route to Flagstaff because I really need a shower and to fill my water tank before I go into a vet office and be stinking worse than the animals that are in there. So I'm gonna get on maps here after I'm done grilling and figure something out. But other than that, today I'm just gonna chill and eat some chicken and read a book. So all the RV parks in Flagstaff are smoking crack. I am not paying $100 to spend one night somewhere. And then all the regular campgrounds have their water shut off for the winter. But I do have enough in my tank to shower in the van, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drive all the way to Highway 89, camp somewhere north of town. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to go to Walmart and stock up on some things. And then Thursday morning, vet appointment, and we'll see how that goes. And if they want to schedule him to get neutered, that'll determine like what I do next, you know, as far as where to stay and where to camp and where to get water and all of that good stuff. So I'm hitting the road. I got over 200 miles to go. First stop is Kayenta, where I'm going to fuel up. Gas is always cheaper on the res, and then with you know, it supports them. There's the Navajo tax. I have like over 3/4 of a tank, but I might as well just fill up. But yep, today is a driving day pretty much. That's all we got going on now, so. I'm here in Tuba City. I pulled over because I was about to pee my pants. I'm just letting the cats have a snack, and I've got another bazillion miles to go. I was making pretty good time till I got stuck behind a propane truck going 10 under. But I'm in no hurry. But the road it's rough. It's just tons of cracks. So it's just a constant jarring, bumping motion. So, but beautiful day, good day for driving. I can see the mountains of Flagstaff, so we're getting there. Well, I came to my favorite place, Upatki. The weather is perfect. It's like warm. I'm sure it'll get cold tonight, but it is like really nice here. 60s, you know. Cats are out of the van. I'm not totally level, but I like this spot. I could go over there or across the road to another spot, but I like this. There's pottery shards everywhere, like all over the ground. Somebody actually gathered up a bunch. See that? They're everywhere. I considered going all the way to Flagstaff and doing my shopping today, but I wouldn't have nothing to do tomorrow if I did that. So we're just gonna rest and relax, and I'm gonna edit some video and take a shower today. It's about 1 o'clock. If I were concerned with having a fire, this would be the spot. There's just huge piles of stuff. I'm not gonna though. But this would be a pretty good spot to just stay put for a few nights. Yeah, over here somebody gathered up a bunch of pottery shards. This one's got paint on it. Salad again today. I gained a lot of weight this winter. A whole month of sitting around in courtside eating cookies from Dollar General and not doing much, kind of, you know, but no worries. By midsummer, I'll be back down to where I'm supposed to be. All this fine gravel around here, and little guy still uses the litter box. I'm all showered up, feeling fresh. Batteries are charged. Just watching some YouTubes. It's really windy here, and for a second there it looked like it was gonna rain, which it would be ironic because last time I was here, which was like 4 months ago, it rained. Ah, Walmart, the landmark of civilization, the feeding trough of the American people. It was 36 miles to get here from camp. I'm gonna have to find something a lot closer to town for tonight. They are all out of the good one. They just got this little $10 piece of crap. I'm gonna wait. Valvoline's my preferred choice, but I'm gonna get the Quaker. It's also pretty decent. Mobile is trash. It turns thin as water after just a few miles. Where's the cat food? These Lalas are where it's at. This is the good stuff. Albuquerque, I'm sorry, but your tortilla is trash. So there appears to be some sort of cat food shortage in Flagstaff, which means I could never live here. Though that might be an indicator that Flagstaff is full of cat people. I'm heading to Safeway now. Holy shit, this thing's the size of my head. Well, I f***ed up again. I bought way too much food and now I can't get my fridge closed. I'll just have to play Tetris some more when I get to somewhere to camp, which is what I'm gonna figure out now. bought this collagen protein drink. I feel like after being in the desert for months, my skin kind of looks like shit. I was able to Tetris it all in there by removing things from their original packaging. Over 5 months on the road, and the thing I desire the most with this van is a bigger fridge with the freezer. Well, let me show you around my camp. This is Coconino National Forest. Pretty popular area. There ain't too many people up here right now. There's a big homeless camp right over there. And just now a sheriff came hauling ass down the road and then turned around right here and then did a burnout hauling ass back up the road. So, but basically if you go up to take 89 up to where you would turn to go to Sunset Crater, and instead of turning east, turn west. Come across the highway, come back in here. I have cell service, so I'm just gonna use my hotspot tonight, but this is like kind of the closest thing I could find to that vet office. Gotta be there at 9 tomorrow morning. So I get up at like 5:45 at the latest every day, so it's no issue. I just didn't want to have to drive a lot in the morning. There's also this pretty decent area that I camped at on a road trip just south of town off 89A. Like once you go up all the switchbacks in Oak Creek Canyon, get just a little bit north of the lookout, you can turn into the forest, and there's a big camping area there as well. So I kind of just flipped a coin, really. Not literally, but it was between those two spots. This one was like 3 miles closer to the vet. So hopefully no riffraff tonight. I should be fine. It's a Wednesday night. So look at this guy. What are you doing? He was naughty the whole way here. He kept screwing with cutie butts. I kept yelling at him, threw something at him, almost wrecked my van. About to be neutered, young man. You're gonna lose them little walnuts hanging off the back of you. I know. Then what'll you do? You just have to be tame and cuddle me instead of being a wild ass animal all the time. He's still gonna be wild. Every cat I've ever owned has been wild as shit till they're about 4 years old, then they sort of settle down. Believe it or not, she was a crazy ass kitten, this one here. There was a huge fire here, I believe in 2022. I read about it at Sunset Crater. Whole area got burned. They had to evacuate everyone. Trees seem like they kind of survived, though. I mean, it's 4 years later. I believe it was in 2022, if I recall reading the sign. These are my favorite trees, ponderosa pines. They really only grow above like 7,000 feet, which I am like pushing 8,000 where I'm at right now. It's gonna be a chilly night. You know, normally this time of year I'd expect this place to be like covered in snow. And it's like 50 degrees. Or it was down by the Safeway. It's a little cooler up here, but 40s, you know. Can't complain about that. So I would like to think that I've spent more today on groceries than I will at the vet for him. At least I hope. Maybe not all together with the neuter and microchip. I also bought another funky windshield repair kit. I spent like 30 bucks on one of these at O'Reilly back in Moab the first time. This was 13 bucks. And oddly enough, the lady came over and age verified. I'm like, what was that for? She's like, the windshield kit. So apparently you can't buy these if you're under 18. I don't know if you can huff it and get high or what, but I have The camera's never gonna pick that up. I have another rock chip. It's right there. Second one. Oh yeah, there it is. When I stick my finger up, the camera focuses. But yeah, I'll be fixing that whenever too. I'm gonna change my oil, fix my windshield, all that good stuff. Probably in the next video on Wednesday, you'll see that. And snow-covered peaks up there, but it don't look like a lot of snow. I know they have the big Arizona Snow Bowl ski thingy around here. Probably not the best season for those guys. All kinds of trash over here. And the gutter, for some reason, got a downspout. A handful of people have shamed me in the comments for picking up trash. Calling me some self-righteous asshole, and some lady told me to get off my high horse. So, just so you know, I'm going to continue to pick up trash everywhere I go, but I'm probably not going to film it much anymore. Are you ready for your doctor appointment? He keeps farting this morning. He's got gas. Probably because you're full of worms. Theodore's 8.8 pounds. Big boy. He's got a little white coat syndrome going on. Apparently there's a plant called mother-in-law's tongue. All right, I am back at Wupatki. Same place, different spot. And for the record, I'm not camping in the National Monument. I'm in the Coconino National Forest. You just get to it from Wupatki. Theodore has been dewormed again. This time it was an oral. They gave him like a capsule or something. And he had 2 churros and lots of love from the crazy cat girls at the vet in Flagstaff. Don't go too far, baby girl. Gotta keep an eye on you. Well, I had a really good experience at that vet. They were all super friendly, and they are crazy about cats. I am not kidding. They all had cat-themed t-shirts on, and there was cat decor everywhere, and they were just in love with Theodore. I know for sure that if I take Theodore to that vet in Flagstaff, I'm going to get the best care that money can buy for him. The problem is, I can't afford it. They gave me a quote for his neuter that was higher than the stratosphere. And yeah, I just got off the phone with the other vet from Grand Junction, and they quoted me like half. So that's kind of my new plan for the neuter. I know I've been talking about neutering him for months now, but you know, actually I'll just tell you straight up. And I'm not going to mention the name of this vet in Flagstaff because they're really good. Like, if I want the best care for Theodore, they are the ones to go to. Way better experience than I had in Lake Havasu. But $467 minimum, $629.50 maximum if there's any extra charges. The vet in Grand Junction quoted me $257 altogether. I even asked her, would there be any additional charges at all? Exam, house fee, whatever. And no, it's $257 for a neuter plus microchip. So that's the plan. You know, I'll be real with you guys. I make like less than minimum wage doing these YouTube videos. I'll be lucky to make $200 on a video, and I'm not asking for money, so don't, please. And you know, I'm not keen to talk about stuff like this on YouTube, because every video I make, I get 200-300 comments, and 90% of them I really appreciate. But you know, there's some people out there that get a little judgmental, especially when it comes to the care of my cats. But you know, the whole theme of this video was I had to leave the canyon lands of southern Utah to come down here to take care of Theodore because he had worms. And you know, that's been taken care of. I do have some time. You know, my last kitten I didn't neuter him till about 9 months. So it's not like an urgent thing. Theodore's not marking. He's not doing weird horny cat things, you know. He's still a baby, so I've got some time. I gotta see where Cutie Butts went. Hold on. Where you at, baby girl? All right, she's under that juniper right there. There's those low-cost spay and neuter clinics, you know, those kind of government-funded deals. I could probably do it for $100, but I've had a bad experience in the past with those. I got Cutie Butt spayed at one of those clinics, and they sent her home to me with a hole in her. Like, all her sutures ripped out. She was terrified. I sent my kitty poops to one of those for neuter, vaccination, microchip, all of that. It was like $200 for everything, for the works. And he was just terrified for a while after that. He was not right. So I think he was like abused. And generally they won't even use like any sort of pain medication, or, you know, they're not too crazy with the anesthetic and stuff. So for him, I'm gonna probably get him neutered at that Grand Junction vet. So that's the plan. And right now I'm up at Wupatki. I'm just gonna spend the night here, and then I think tomorrow I'm gonna head up towards Page, and I want to see that horseshoe bend. I want to see that piece of crap dam that shouldn't be there. And then I'm probably gonna head back into Utah and explore the Canyonlands a little bit. Kind of slowly work my way up towards Moab, and then I can scoot over to Grand Junction and get Theodore neutered. So that's the plan. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, there's some pretty good scenery in this one, you gotta admit. That was pretty epic, going down the Moki Dugway and stuff with my van. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in again on Wednesday for the next one. Take care. See you guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're crazy. Are the worms getting to your brain now? Why's your tail poofy?